question, because it always comes down to, do I need an in-person trainer or can I learn this virtually? So I always keep this stuff in mind because I'm very much an in-person learner. So what I did is we don't just jump right into, hey, here's the pose, this is what you're trying to do. The majority of the Hypopressive's content is actually teaching you how to do it. Then we actually do it. So you're going to learn about the benefits of it, and you're going to visually see, I have like, anatomy images of what we're doing and why it's happening, so that you can like wrap your head around what's supposed to be happening with your body and how it's going to impact your pelvic floor and your pelvic organs. And then we go into the breathing strategies. So how long you should be inhaling, how long you should be exhaling. We practice this. We practice the breath holding component. And then there's all these different principles that are applied to every single pose. So where your feet are positioned, how your knees are positioned. There are also some wonderful tests and assessments that I would be doing on you in person if I were teaching you how to do hypopressives, to see how you're managing pressure in your system first. And I teach you how to do a self-assessment and encourage you to take a video and save it. And then, track your progress basically that way. And it's really good to see it on my body, know what's normal, know what's not, and then record yourself and see what your body is doing and if it looks the same or if it looks different. So, and then when we actually get into the poses, I am performing them, and then I voice recorded over it, and I'm constantly reminding you, inhale for 4 seconds, exhale for 2, time for the apnea, here's where your arms should be, make sure your elbows are reaching away from each other, hands are put, all of that. I'm constantly providing this feedback for you because there's so many things to be thinking about when you're in a particular pose. And it's going to take practice for your body to figure it out, but I'm there with you the whole time, reminding you of what you should. You might physically feel a lift of your organs, you might not. For me, I only feel it in certain positions. And, well, I guess one other thing you could do that someone told me that was really helpful for them is they actually inserted a clean finger into their vagina and they could feel it that way. Well, their body couldn't perceive the change, they physically could palpate it and feel that things were changing. That is exactly what you're supposed to be doing, and I know this can be really tricky. That's why I break it down into steps. So we try different strategies to practice actually doing this. Because it can be really hard. We first do the breathing without the ribs, we practice the ribs with breathing, and then we put it all together and try nose plugging and different ways of facilitating those ribs to open up. So I give you a ton of different options for trying to figure this out. Nothing? Maybe not as much muscle activity, not as much of a suction effect on your organs, but there's nothing that's going to negatively occur to you if